Hi guys and welcome back to Scribe Gaming. I'm your man Scribe and I'm hoping you guys are having an awesome day. So I wanted to cover over doing tier 1 of the Galactic Legends Rey event and show you guys the lineup that I use that I've found the most success with and doesn't require a lot of additional gearing. Let's get into it. Now before we get going, I just wanted to make one important announcement. It's a big milestone for me, but I've actually just recently had my very first patron sign up to my Patreon account. Now I've never outwardly advertised the fact that I'm on Patreon. I just did it as, well, I guess as just in case somebody felt like supporting my endeavours. And luckily for me, my good friend Ends Badly here has joined the bronze tier of my Patreon. So I want to give a big shout out to him. Thank you very, very much. It is much appreciated. Um, Anybody else that's interested in it, you can find the description for my Patreon account just in the description below. So, let's get back to it. The Galactic Legends Rey Tier 1 and Tier 2 are relatively difficult. What I found intriguing about this is it appears to me that the main difficulty around the first two tiers is the fact that you should really be using R2-D2. Now, my R2-D2 at the start of this was gear 9, I believe, and I really, really didn't want to have to gear him up, simply because I wanted to save that gear for Rey herself. I've thrown so much gear onto all the other Resistance characters that I didn't really want to waste more on gearing up R2. However, after a couple of failed attempts and a couple of successes, I actually geared him up to gear 11 and gave him his Zetas. But what I will show you is that gear 11 is actually more than enough. So the lineup that I use is JTR, obviously, BB-8. We go in with Resistance Hero Finn. We go ahead and we take C-3PO and my gear 11 R2. Now, I probably should change over. Oh, she's still got the mod sets. I've given her General Kenobi's mods, which, as you can see, is moderate speed, quite a bit of health, because he's geared for a Padme team, and a bit of protection as well. Because she's going to be taking the brunt of the damage, I wanted to make her pretty stocky. Now, the rest of the guys is fairly straightforward. Just base speed on BB-8, not particularly fast. 297 is quite slow for BB-8. Resistance Hero Finn, not sure what I've got him on. Just a holdover set at the minute, I think. 111 speed, again, not masses of speed. Bit of offense, not a whole lot. C-3PO, again, very easy to mod. Speed and potency, even then. All these kits are around plus 100 speed, I think. Even R2-D2 is lowly gear 11. He's only got 265 speed. But with BB-8 in the mix, the speed on the droids doesn't particularly matter. So let's go and give this a try. I've got enough for one attempt, and I think this will be my 70th shard for GL Rey. Let's go into it. I'll show you how I go about doing it. So essentially all these guys do mass counterattacks and the damage output on them is absolutely insane. Lieutenant Cowell is basically just a Hux skin. So we do a bit of data transfer with BB-8. I always strip the turn meter here from Hux. That's always my first move, and then I stealth everybody and put the focus on Rey. Now I'm going to start spreading translation about, so I'm going to call in Resistance Hero Finn, and we just want to focus down Hux, essentially. Always call in BB-8 with that assist on JTR, because provided you've got the Zeta on BB-8, he will call another Resistance ally to assist. Once we get the burning down, this is basically going to be the only attack these guys get off. Now, I'm not going to use the AoE here, because I want to save that for when Rey takes some damage. We're going to swap turn meter with Rey, there goes Cowell, and then we're going to just start working on these guys. I probably should have procced the expose. You see all the counterattacks they do? They do significant damage. So in this instance, I will use the AoE. They can't counterattack because Finn is in stealth, and it will restore some protection back to JTR. Boom, there we go. She gets her protection back. At this point, what I look to do is just put Confuse on as many of these guys as possible. Just spread it around. You just look for the guy with the highest TM to use the hand wave, remove that TM, and then just constantly hide all your allies and put JTR under as the only exposed character. Once again, you call in BB-8, and as you can see, thanks to all these special attacks that we're doing, these guys are not getting the opportunity to have an attack. So once again, here I'm going to turn meter swap. I'll probably do it with Rey. And I'm just spreading the offense around at this point. She's going to strip there, get rid of his TM, and we're going to focus over on the guy with the highest amount of TM over here. Everybody's got 3 stacks of translation, so it doesn't matter who I use to call the assist with. Because BB-8 inflicts tenacity down on his basic, you'll find it's very, very useful in keeping these guys stunned with R2. R2 doesn't need potency in this case, and neither does C-3PO or even JTR. Because whenever you'll be calling BB-8 to assist, he will put tenacity down on the enemy. They won't be able to resist effects, or at least they're highly unlikely to. So let's keep on working on these guys. What does happen is whenever you kill one of these guys, the others will get full TM. So I'm going to throw another grenade just to restore some more protection to Rey. We've got Illuminated Destiny. See, this largely removes a large amount of the RNG involved in this particular wave, and I'm quite confident that this will also apply when we go into tier 2. Obviously, I'll have to wait and see. I'm going to save that heal for now, proc that expose, get a bit of a wiggle on, and yeah, let's just work on the highest health unit. He's got 2 stacks of confuse. That's going to kill this guy with the expose. As you can see, the fact that my R2-D2 is only gear 11 really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. So all in all, I'm actually very glad that I geared up my R2 for this, because it could have been a pain. See, that's about the only attack they got off apart from at the start there. It's a very straightforward strategy, very easy to implement. It is a bit of a shame, I think, that you have to gear even more characters, because C-3PO and R2 are not actually part of the requirement, but they do make this event so much easier, and it will make your life far more simple when you're getting to farming these Rey shards. As we can see here, 70. It's a long old grind, guys, but hopefully this team helps some people at least. So I wish I could show you more, but I don't have any tickets, and I've already used all my refreshes today, all the way up into the hundreds, trying to get shards for Rey. I've just got one more attempt at this tier left to do, and we'll be all good. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.